Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday on the 23rd of August. Damn, the year is going by too fast. I want my income tax check. Hey, listen, it's raining in Birmingham. Y'all be careful out there. And if it's raining anywhere else you are, y'all be careful too. Because it seems like people like to speed when it starts to rain, especially when it's downpouring. You need to slow your asses down. What can I say? Hey, I appreciate you stopping in. I am Oz on Smash Bros. Radio, the only digital radio station in Jefferson County, Birmingham, award-winning Smash Bros. Radio. We appreciate you stopping in. Also, if you have not done so, please go to the App Store, download our app, Smash Bros. Radio. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us also on Instagram. I'm Oz. You can find me. You can find me pretty much every damn place. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on TikTok as Oz1960. You can find me on YouTube as Oz. You can find me on Twitter as an Oz. You can find me on Instagram, Oz_show. And you can find me on Facebook. I have 2 pages on Facebook. It's OZZz. Please make sure you put 3 Z's. And also, you can find me on the page, all lowercase, the AMs with Humes, HOOMES, and that is a capital H. Thank you very much. Hey, listen, I need to give a shout out to somebody. And I appreciate this gentleman. I appreciate this elder tremendously. Because when you have an individual that gives back unconsciously to the community, and he bends over backwards to make sure that if you are looking for a home, if you are a first-time home buyer, when you have an individual that has classes that will help you to achieve your goal, well, then you need to give them a shout out. So this is a shout out to Elder Timothy Taylor. He's a realtor here in Birmingham. But also keep in mind that just because he's located here in Birmingham, he can also help you wherever you are. He can help you. He has a program for first-time home buyers. And you have to be transparent with him so that way he can get you to the point, to the position, to the level of where you can purchase your first home. And I know you get antsy, and I know you get hyper, and I know that, you want the shit now, and that's understandable. Hey, I'm the same way. But when you have a program and there's a process that you need to follow to obtain that which is yours, well then, and you have an individual that has the expertise, that has the knowledge, as well as will give you time and energy to pull everything together, well, then you need to check out Timothy Taylor. Can't get any better. I wished I had known Timothy when I was purchasing up here. because he would have made everything much smoother. So I appreciate him tremendously. He's helping two of my godsons out, um, and I appreciate him tremendously. Um, the program has proven success, and see that's an added bonus when you have a program that is proven to be successful to getting you your first home. And in some cases, if you want to upgrade, Timothy has a program for you. He's knowledgeable, so if you're not a first time home buyer, he can do it. He can do it. So check him out. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out on Facebook. Timothy Taylor. He's there for you. So I appreciate you, Mr. TT. Thank you so much, Elder Thomas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, let me correct some things that I did yesterday because I did an injustice to one of my bestest friends. We have a fantastic choreographer here. Can't get any better. Ursula Smith. She does the Brown Sugar Nutcracker, and she is holding auditions for dancers 5 and up from all dance backgrounds. And she's having auditions for the Brown Sugar Nutcracker. And it's on Saturday, this Saturday, August 27th. Now, from ages 5 to 7, it's 11 a.m. to 12. 8 to 10 is 11:30 to 12:30. 11 ages 11 to 13 is 1 to 2:30. 1 to 2:30 is 14 to 6. So please, Ursula Smith Dance Studios is 5365 First Avenue North, Birmingham. She's having dance auditions. She's having casting auditions for her a production of Brown Sugar Nutcracker. You can go to www.brownsugarnutcracker.com. www.brownsugarnutcracker.com for more information. Likewise, because of the show, you can also. The shows are going to be on December 17th. The show is at 2:30, and then she has a show on December 18th at 3 p.m. So you can go to Ursula Smith Sugar Nutcracker to purchase your tickets. Let me tell you, if you have not experienced the excitement of even participating or even viewing, you need to. Don't miss Ursula Smith's ever-evolving holiday classic, The Brown Sugar Nutcracker. Ursula Smith is a celebrated choreographer and dancer who is re-imaged the traditional tale to create a cultural holiday experience for Birmingham and the Southeast. The Brown Sugar Nutcracker has been a family heirloom of the Browns family for generations, and she inherits and it goes through the story. If you haven't already, you need to read about the story. It's fantastic. So, Elder Tim, we appreciate you. Ursula, appreciate you. I will be getting a ticket for the production. So, appreciate y'all. Now, also, we got a lot of stuff going on the 27th. Got a lot going on. Get my thoughts together. Alabama State Alumni Association is having a road trip. We are playing as you can see, I'm an alumni of Alabama State University. ASU. Yes, the Alabama State Alumni Association is having a road trip. We are playing Howard Bent's Bisons, August 27th. Tickets are $60. You can get in touch with Marlon Meats. Oh, what happened? You can get in touch with Marlon Meats at 205-515-1116 or Wendell Morgan at 205-447-9369. You pick up locations will be at Walmart in Bessemer at 9, as well as Walmart at Crestwood at 10. So please come out and support the Hornets. We are the Swarm. We're going to be stinging the shit out of everybody this year. Even Alabama A&M. You hear me? I love the Bulldogs. Don't get me wrong. I love the Bulldogs. But babies, when you play Alabama State, ASU, I'm going to beat your ass. What can I say? Anyway, whatever. Go for it. Also, on the 27th, back to the house, Reconnecting Alphas Cookout, August 27th, 4 p.m. until. This is open to the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated and their guests. It is at 2210 First Avenue North, Birmingham. Once again, back to the house, Reconnecting Alphas Cookout, August 27th from 4 p.m. until. Open to the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated and their guests. Come out. And if you have a party with the Alphas, babies, you ain't party with nobody. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Don't forget, here on Smash Bros Radio. Smash Bros Radio is presenting Smash House shows on the 27th at 7:30, virtual showcase between Star Baby and Bailey Brooke. So you can check out Smash House Show on Facebook at 7:30 on Saturday. So let me tell you, if you have never experienced one of Ralph's virtual showcase, you haven't experienced nothing yet. You haven't experienced nothing yet. Ralph is the creator, is the founder, is the elder, is a mentor of Smash Bros Radio. He's my boss. He's the one that gave me my job. So shout out to Ralph, shout out to OT, shout out to the Smash Bros Radio family. I appreciate y'all. You know I'm the oldest as well as the lightest of all of them. So again, on the 27th, at 7:30 p.m., Smash Bros Radio presents Smash House virtual showcase between Star Baby and Bailey Brooke. So please make sure that you are on there. And also, let me back up for a moment because I got hyper. Let me back up. If you are an independent artist, that is the purpose of Smash Bros Radio. Smash Bros Radio is here to give you the venue, to give you the platform, to give you the chance to showcase what you have. So, now keep in mind, since Smash Bros Radio is a digital radio station, Smash Bros is heard all over the place. I have former students that are based in Germany. They listening. I have one former student that went to Japan, heard my ass over in Japan. So you never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. Now, also on Saturdays, there's a show called The Live Review. You can send in your tapes to the trilogy, and that's the three brothers. You can send them in. They will play them on air, give a little bit of critique and feedback, but yet you get the opportunity to showcase your music, to showcase you. We're here for you. That's what we're here for. We're here to promote you. And with the connections that Smash Bros Radio has, we're one big family, and we're here for you. So keep us in mind. Keep us in mind. Smash Bros Radio, digital, the only digital radio station. Where? Jefferson County in Birmingham. That's right. That's right. That's right. Let me see if I got anybody else coming. Don't forget to also, if you don't know anything about Benny Mac, which you should know about Benny Mac has some tours coming up. You need to check them out. You need to check them out. You need to check them out. Also, let me give a shout out to my nephew. DeJuan Hall. Let me tell you, there's a misconception about pit bulls. And DeJuan has taken it upon himself to make sure that perception, that vision, that opinion about a certain breed is not correct. And so he has taken it upon himself to gather other kennels. Now, understand, there should never be, now you need competition. Understand, you need productive competition, because you don't want to be competing out there with someone who's not of your level, but you want a competitor that's going to be up to your level, if not better than you, so that way you can increase, you can enhance, you can better what you have. Because see, each kennel is a family of its own. Each kennel is going to have its own uniqueness about it. But at the same time, kennels are kennels. Understand, they're family. And if you go to a professional breeder, there are certain characteristics, there are certain laws, unwritten critiques that you have among the breeders. There's certain things that you just don't do when it comes to the breed if you wish to keep the breed pure. There's certain things that you do. And let me tell you, I've learned a lot from DeWine. I did, and I was just stupid. It's common sense. It's science. When you are a professional breeder, you are a scientist in that there are certain characteristics that you want your kennel to have. And so to get those characteristics of what you're looking for, to develop it, to create it, there are certain bitches that you have to mate with the studs, because there's certain characteristics that the bitch has, which is a dog. Don't get, I know I get crazy, but I'm talking about the dogs. I'm talking about the female dogs. So there's certain characteristics that you wish to combine together, that you mix. And it takes years to get that type of standard. So see, when you have all these kennels coming together under one umbrella, there's no competition when it comes to educating the public with the correct information. And that's what DeWine is trying to do. He's bringing all the kennels together as one family, as one corporation, as one company, as one industry. So that way, when you have others that wish to come in, that they will have the foundation to build upon. Because you have to keep in mind, not the majority, some of the breeders didn't come in with the knowledge, but they learned because they had other breeders, elders, that would educate them. And then you have some, and it's in any profession, people. It's in any profession. You're going to have some individuals that are going to be ready, that's going to be willing to give you, yes, you need to do this, that will be there to answer your questions, that will be there to make sure that, if you need help, that's there. But like in any profession, you're going to have those no, I don't need you for competition. But that's in all profession. But understand, all kennels are not the same. So that's one thing that DeWine has done, is doing, along with others credible professional breeders. They're coming together as one group, so that way they can change the atmosphere. They can change the opinion of when it comes to the pit bulls. And one thing that I was shocked to find out, French bulldogs are a type of pit bull. Let me see if I can find, what is it? You have the exotics, you have the American bullies, you have the Frenchies, you have the English bulldogs. And so all of these fall under the umbrella of pit bulls. But because of the past experiences, it's put a dark cloud over the breed. Now, Judge Judy's the main one that likes to come out with her little skinny ass, and we're talking about, and yes, it does happen. Yes, you talk about this grandfather writing this letter to her, talking about the babies. Yes, it does happen. But if you're as old as I am, at one time, the German Shepherds was on the blacklist. Charles was on the blacklist. Rottweilers was on the blacklist. But now look at them now. They're not on the blacklist no more because the opinions were changed. And it's the same way when it comes to now, when it comes to the pit bulls. yes, you do have some dogs that have, and you have, and plus two, one thing that was taught, but one thing that the one brought out, you have to choose the dog that fits your personality, that fits your home environment. Now, if you're not athletic, if you're not busy, if you're not constantly doing outside stuff, if you're not exercising, you do not need a dog that has been bred to be active, to be hyper. Because see, you need to make sure that if you get those dogs, such as the pit bull has to be active, constantly active. It's just like being a child, just like being a teenager. You get them out there, you throw the ball to them, you run, you give them space so that way they can exercise, so that way they're so worn out that they go to sleep. But you choose the dog that fits your personality. Now, like me, I'm not per se an aggressive individual, so I don't need, even though I love them, I don't need a pit bull because of my personality. A French bulldog, yes, but I'm not athletic. So I don't need a dog that's going to be athletic. I don't need a dog that's going to be aggressive. And then two, you have to and you should research the breed of dog that you would like to have to see exactly what type of health problems does that dog normally have. Because each breed is going to have some type of health problems that's going to be associated with them. And with you having that knowledge, you're going to be able to know exactly how to maintain and keep that dog healthy. So go to my page, go to OZZz. You will see the upcoming dog shows that are coming up. And please take the time to come out and just to look at the dogs, and watch the shows, because there will be dog shows there too, to get an understanding. Because the majority of the individuals that I know that own pit bulls, you can't get any better dog. You can't get any better dog. So I appreciate the one having the energy, having the vision to bring everybody together, because everybody needs to be in one group. They don't need to be isolated. They need to come together. And while they're one family, yes, you're going to participate. You're going to give each other advice. You're going to give each other opinions and all. You're going to be able to breed this dog with this dog, this bitch with this stud, to come up with whatever. And everybody wins. Now, when competition comes up, oh, there's no love lost. Now, I love you. I'm going to whoop your ass. And see, that's how it's supposed to be. Same way when it comes to Alabama A&M and Alabama State. I love the hell out of State, but I love the hell out of Alabama A&M. So whoever A&M is playing against, I got A&M. But when it comes down to Alabama State and Alabama A&M, babies, I love you, but we still going to whip your ass. And see, that's what it's all about. Coming together as a community, coming together as one group to make sure that you share the correct information out there. And there's no disillusion. There's no misconception. And that's what it is. And I appreciate all the kennels coming together and accepting their responsibility as one group. And as long as I have this platform, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. This is what this is for. My platform is your platform. If you have any information that you would like to give, or if you have any shows coming up and you're here in Birmingham, get in touch with Juan. Juan will get in touch with me, and we'll get you on the show. Same way with Juan. Juan knows that the platform is here for him. All he has to do is just call me. So I think that's it. If I missed anybody, I'll get you tomorrow. But I need to make sure that I did give a shout out to Timothy Taylor. I love him with all my heart. Same way when it comes to Ursula Smith. I love her all my heart. Listen, if you're looking for a dance company, if you're looking for a dance troupe, if you're looking for an individual that knows what she's doing, you need to check out Ursula's dance troupe. You need to check out Ursula. Ursula, Ursula. You need to check her out. She's fantastic. So I mentioned Elder Taylor, Ursula Smith, and the Pit Bulls. So now there is a lot going on. And parents, I have to give you a shout out because you have a lot on you. You have an abundance on you. And I cannot even imagine what it's like to be a parent. I'm single, and the stuff that I have to deal with, I cannot even compare to what the family is dealing with. Because not only are you having to deal with COVID, not only are you having to deal with monkeypox, now all of a sudden there's a little singe of polio coming back into view. So not only are you having to deal with those, but also you're having to deal with, am I sending my child to a safe place? Is my child going to be safe? In those individuals that come in contact with my child, are they going to be looked upon like they're supposed to? And then coupled with that, as an adult, you get to the point to where, well, shoot, you got shootings in the church, you got shootings in the malls, you got shootings in the streets. So you have all this coming to you in a rapid form, and it seems like a tidal wave. It seems like a wave just bouncing you behind all over the place. But understand, it is okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. We cannot think that we have to be okay all the time. You cannot be okay all the time. Because see, you're putting more stress on yourself when you have that type of perception, or when you have that idea, well, I have to be okay. You don't have to be okay. You're human. You're human. You're human. You're human. And sometimes you just have to take time for yourself. You just have to take time for yourself. You have to understand that sometimes you just have to step back. And you just have to take, even if it's an hour, to where you isolate yourself. Whether you're taking a hot bubble bath, whether you're doing your fingernails and your toes. But you got to do something for yourself. And then one thing that I love about this generation of my former students, they have date night, in which the husband and wife just have a little get together, have a little date. You go out to eat, and you separate yourself, and then people say, I know. Well, see, everyone needs a break. You love your children, you love with all your heart. But damn, them little motherfuckers get on your nerves too, and that's okay. They're supposed to. That's your payback. That's why I keep on telling folks, if you know that you were not always the proper child, then you need to take the time. You need to go to your parents. You need to go to the ones that you love and say, listen, I need to apologize to you. Because I was not really receptive to some of the things that you wanted me to do. And I know that I was honoring, and I know I was hard-headed, but I want to ask for your forgiveness. Because I understand now. I understand. Now, see, I'm a witness to that because, first of all, you don't play with God. You don't play with God. And see, I was a smart ass, and I thought that was shoot. I'm not going to have any children, so I'm not going to have any payback, and I'm not going to have karma. The joke was on me. He allowed me to fulfill 3 of the 4 of my goals, 3 of the 4 of my endeavors. Those of you know me that the first one was to be a teacher. Second one was to work up in Birmingham. The third was to have my master's and or my doctorate by the time I turned 45. And I did. It wasn't all at 45, but I did achieve that. And the last one, I wanted to be the first white president of Alabama State University. Now, people say that, well, they were already white, but they were whites because they would back then they would not allow a black to be president of a university. But then I started thinking, no, mm-mm, I don't want to be president. I want to be on the board of trustees because that's where the power is. Because the board of trustees tells the president what to do. So that's my 4th goal. My 4th goal is to be on the board of trustees at my alma mater, Alabama State University. Now, at one time, I wanted to be the first white. Well, that blew that. But maybe I can be the first white alumni of Alabama State University to be on the board of trustees. So that's my goal. That's my last. So all of that said, I became a teacher. And because of becoming a teacher, I have taught over 5,000 individuals. 5,000. It's frightening. So the payback was not from my own. The payback was from parents' kids. So see, you just need a break. You need to step back and say, listen, I need a break because you're getting on my nerves. You need to go back there and you need to hide out for a while. Close that door for right now. Don't get into no mess. I don't hear no sound. But it's okay to be okay. It's okay for the strongest to break down sometimes. It is. And sometimes we have to keep in mind the strongest individual also needs a shoulder to cry on too. The strongest individual also needs a shoulder to hold on to. The strongest individual needs somebody to hold them up too. Because it's hard being the strongest. And 9 times out of 10, if you were the black sheep of the family, you're the strongest one of the family. You're the one now that people come to, that they lean on. And it's really mind-blowing. They talk shit about you when you're a black sheep. All you want to do this. All you want to do that. You don't do this. You don't do that. But now look at your asses. The same one that you put down is now the same one that is substance, that is solid. That is always there. Check it out. That is consistent. When you see him, he's never changed. She's never changed. The way she was, as the way that she was, or he was when he or she was the black sheep. That's the same way they are now. They never were swayed. They were never misguided. They were never misdirected. They were substance. But it's time. But it's time for everybody to regroup. It's time for everybody to chill. It's time for everybody to relax. It's time for everybody to understand that we're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Right now, I need to catch my second wind. But in the bigger picture, I'm going to be okay. I got this. I just need to readjust. But I got this. I have too many people relying on me, but I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do me. Do me. Now, there are several breathing exercises that you can do. So that way you're able to regulate your heart. You're able to regulate your blood. Because see, we take for granted that blood is just blood, and that's not necessarily all. Yes, it is. But the blood has many responsibilities. Because the blood carries the oxygen everywhere. So if you are having a good breathing exercise, that means that the blood is giving the oxygen to the organs that needs the oxygen to operate correctly. Now, one thing that I do when anxiety or when I feel that I want to give up, that this is too damn hard for me, what I do, I get in a chair, get in a comfortable chair. Or sometimes I'm laying down, sometimes laying on the floor will help, but I get into a relaxed position and I breathe in and I exhale slow. Inhale, hold it, exhale slow. Inhale deeper, hold it, exhale slow. Now, usually, if you have done it properly, you're going to yawn. I don't know why, but you do. You yawn. So you just have to you have to get to the point to where you have a time to relax. So you take and then sometimes you can raise your arms over your head, and you can do your stretch. And while you're stretching, you're breathing, you're inhaling, you're exhaling slowly. You're inhaling. You're exhaling slowly. You're inhaling. You're exhaling slowly. Damn. I didn't mean to do that. But see, when you, when you do it, you just feel better. And you got to learn to laugh, people. You got to learn to laugh. Sometimes laughter is the best thing that you can do while you're laughing. If you're crying, well, then that's damn good. Because you're releasing so much negative when you laugh and when you cry. Now understand that when you're crying and this is the pitiful poor me, you're not doing shit. You're just wasting your tears. But if you're laughing and you're crying, you'll be surprised at how light and how giddy you feel. If walking does the same thing, you walk. And I'm not saying you walk 3 damn miles. I'm saying, you can walk around in your yard. You can walk, from one block to the other block. And while you're walking, you're exercising. You're breathing. You don't have to spend money. That in itself should be a positive thing. You're not wasting money. You're not spending money because you're taking care of you in a natural way. Then there is a Chinese exercise. I forgot the name of it. That is so embarrassing. Cha Ka Chi or Chi Cha. I don't mean any disrespect to anybody. Please do not. But there's an exercise that has been done thousands of years in which you have certain movements that you do. And while you're doing these certain movements, you also have a type of breathing that you're doing. And from what I understand, it is the most relaxing and freeing experience that you can go. And see, you don't even have to have a group. You can do it outside in your yard, playing soft music. And you don't really have to have any music. You're all in tune to nature. You're all in tune to yourself. You're centering yourself. And you're doing all these motions. And you're regulating the way that you do. And also, if you're elderly, there's also the same Tai Chi that you can do in the chair. that will give you the same results. So, see, there's a way of always doing things, there's a way of always modifying to still get the same results that you want. But we have to get to the point to where we know and we understand the concept that it is okay not to be okay. It's okay to fail. And you understand, I don't like the word fail. It is okay to learn because a failure is a learning experience. Because if you have never dealt or went through whatever, you're not going to know how to deal with it. And understand that what the decision that you made then was a correct decision for then. Again, the decision that you made then was the correct decision for that moment. Now, would you do the same thing? Maybe not. But you have gone through the experience to understand that while something is about to happen, you understand exactly what's what and you know how to divert it. You have to get in tune to where you take time to pray into whomever you believe in, whatever superior being that you believe in, you take time to pray with the understanding that once you prayed, you leave it alone. Because once you have prayed, it's done. It's done. You've given it away. You speak nothing more of it. You speak nothing more of it. Because you've given it to the person, to the superior being that you believe in. It's done. No need to regroup. There's no need to rehash that. Because once you start bringing negativity in, well, then you started bringing in doubt, and then you've messed up. I have numerous examples, multiple examples of individuals that have started a new career, that have started their businesses, and they even through COVID, they're doing fantastic because they prayed, they left it alone. They gave the responsibility to the one that they believed in. Now, then understand your time period does not equate to their time period, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Those of you who know me know that I've always prayed to have a house. My grandparents had owned a house, but as for my immediate family, we never owned a house. And that was my goal, to own a house. The first home that I owned was my condo. But I wanted a house. I wanted a yard to play in. I wanted a yard to have the chance to plant. I wanted a corner lot. I wanted hardwood floors. I wanted a fireplace. So when I think it was 2016, I moved from here down to Miami. And then I came back in 2 years and started searching for a home. And it was getting depressing because what they were showing me was, depressing. And I couldn't understand the price of some of these homes and how close these homes were together. They didn't have adequate yards, so. But I had forgotten that I had prayed for a corner lot, hardwood floors, and a fireplace. So I was getting close to the end of my lease, and either I was going to have to move to another apartment once I came up here. I lived in Inverness Cliffs, and one of my former students, Will Harville, was the one that got me the apartment. And I was getting close to the end of my lease. And so, and I was really getting depressed because I couldn't find what I wanted. And so went out, was coming and didn't find anything. And so the realtor was telling me, well, there was one that just came open. Long story short, the house had a corner lot. Boom. The house had hardwood floors. Now, see, I have understanding too that once you pray, sometimes you have to be precise. I did ask a request for hardwood floors. I did get them. They're man-made, but they're hardwood floors. So I wasn't precise that I wanted hardwood floors, the real hardwood floors. Boom. So that's 2 out of 3. Then I went to the great room, and what was there? A fireplace. I got my 3. Corner lot, hardwood floors, fireplace. And again, I wasn't precise because it's gas, but it's a it's a fireplace. It's a fireplace. I got what I asked for. But what set it right was once I went out to the backyard and there was this popcorn tree. And I love popcorn trees. Popcorn trees are those trees that have those little white berries during the winter that the birds eat. That quenched everything. That sealed the deal. I got the corner lot. I got the hardwood floors. I got the fireplace. And now I have my popcorn tree. So now I've been there 3 years. So at one time, what was one beautiful lawn is now a huge goddamn jungle. But I asked for it. I dreamed it. So it's time. This is a time for you to know that it's okay not to be okay. It's time for you to take time for you, to take time to step back, take time to focus on you, to center you. It's time for you to learn different breathing techniques and methods so that way you can center yourself. Sometimes laying on the floor. Oh, man. But of course, if you're old like me and you don't know if you're going to get up, you got to make sure that you're laying next to something that's going to help you get up. So you lay on the floor and you relax. You spread out. And then you tuck yourself in. You put your arms next to you. And you bring your legs together. And you twist to the left slowly. You twist to the right slowly. And you do this for 2 or 3 times. And then you stretch out. And you breathe. And you just release everything. You just release everything. Because this is a time. Because you have so much on you, and you get to the point that you don't know you have so much on you because you're used to having all of this on you, that it becomes common to you. It becomes normal to you. But you can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. You can do it. So once again, it is okay not to be okay. Nothing wrong with not being okay. It's okay to take a step back, to regroup, to recenter. It's okay to do you. It's okay to say no. It's okay to put up boundaries. And those individuals who cannot accept those boundaries, that's their problem. That's not your problem. But sometimes you have to re-establish boundaries because we allow some things to go unchallenged. And people become too common, too readily to do things. So you have to establish boundaries. And again, if they understand that, that's cool. If they don't, that's not your problem. They have to get over it. And if they get mad with you, less stress, less pressure. Did you a good job. Learn breathing techniques, methods that you can do. Because you have to. We're living in a changing world. We're living in a changing society. Also, Bessemer, you need to get out and vote. Bessemer, you need to get out to vote. You need to get out to vote. There's a lot of voting going on today. So, learn to breathe. And when you pray, you leave it alone. And when you pray for excessiveness. You pray for abundance. You pray for enlargement. You pray for a soft tongue. You even pray for your enemies. And that's a hard one for me. But you pray for those who might cause harm to you. And if you haven't done so, you need to get in the habit of making that 1 minute phone call to an individual or to individuals that are in your life to let them know that I was thinking about you. I'm kind of busy, but I had you on my mind. I want to call you to let you know that I love you. And give yourself a hug. And when I see you, I'm going to hug you. Because you have to have that reconnection. Because we get so swamped, sometimes we forget to let people know how much we appreciate them, how much we love them. And it's not hard. And it's free. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? But I appreciate you. I appreciate you allowing me to come in. I appreciate you coming on to listen to me. But y'all take care of yourself. Know your value. Know that you have worth. Know that you can achieve anything that you want. And most importantly, know that I love you more than I love my luggage. I will see you Friday. I will not be here Wednesday. I have a dental appointment, have major surgery. But I'll be okay. But I will see you Friday. Y'all take care of yourselves. And again, know that I love you more than I love my luggage. Peace. The live stream on the show. On the show. The live stream. On the show. On the show. On the show. The live stream. The live stream on the